Hello students, welcome back to online English classes of Little Scholars Public School. In this video we will learn remaining figures of speech. More 5 figures of speech we will learn, and these total 12 figures of speech are important with the view of state board. Now let us see the 8th figures of speech, that is onomatopoeia or onomatopoeia. In both way you can pronounce. Onomatopoeia, this figure of speech is related to the sound. Means in onomatopoeia, sound suggests meaning or sense. Sound suggests meaning or sense, such as third, knock knock, such as cool, new. These sounds suggest the meaning. For example, the books fell on the table. The books fell on the table with a loud thump. This thump sound is suggesting the meaning, how the books fell. In the second example, the cat mewed for some milk. Here the cat mewed. This mewed word we are using as a verb here. Cat did some action, and that action is implied with the help of this word mewed. Means cat did that sound, mew, such sound. So whenever such sounds come in the poem, so such sounds which are represented by some verbs or any other words, that is onomatopoeia figures of speech. The wolf howled in the night. Here this word howled is representing the sound of that wolf. Here again that howled word, it is having ed form, it is used as a verb here, and it is representing a sound. So this is onomatopoeia figures of speech. Come on the next example. Silence your cell phone so that it does not beep during the movie. Here beep, this you are well aware about this sound, beep. The sound in mobile phones comes like this beep. So this beep word is suggesting here onomatopoeia figures of speech. Someone is knocking on the door. Here someone is knocking, this knocking sound, knock knock. So knocking here we are using as a verb, and it is representing a sound of your striking your fingers against the door. So this is why this is onomatopoeia figures of speech. Come on the 9th figure of speech, repetition. Repetition. In repetition, a word or phrase is repeated. A word or phrase is repeated in a sentence 2 or many times, expressing intense feeling. Means the intensity of the feeling we increase with the help of repetition. We use the same word or same phrase 2 or more times in the same sentence. For example, a little grave, a little grave, a little grave. See, in this sentence, this little and grave, these words are repeated here. Next example, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. These are two phrases you can say, and these are repeating here. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You all know this sentence from a poem. So this group of words are phrases. So these phrases are repeating here. Oh woeful, 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 woeful day. Oh woeful, woeful, woeful day. This line is from Romeo and Juliet. Woeful means a sad day. So here also repetition figure of speech is there. Next example, the heavy rain. Here heavy word is repeated, so it is also repetition. Come on the next next figure of speech, climax. In climax, in Greek language, climax means what? A ladder. A ladder. On a ladder you climb and come down. But here in climax, the arrangement of a series of ideas is made in increasing importance. Its arrangement is made in increasing importance. How? Example, we have obligations to ourselves, our family, our country, and our God. You can see here these words are repeating here, these words are increasing here the importance to ourselves, our family, our country, and our God. So here we, family is more important than us, then country is more important than the family, then God is more important than the country. So these type of arrangements are made in climax. Check the next example. Look up in the sky. Look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a Superman. You can understand here that the bird, thereafter a plane. Plane is more powerful than bird. Thereafter Superman is considered as more powerful than the plane, bird, or human beings. So here importance is increasing. Thereafter you can see, if you think that's bad, it gets worse. Two things are there here, bad and worse. So here the feeling of bad is increasing here. So worse is the comparative degree of bad. Bad, worse, worst. So here also climax figure of speech is there. Next example, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Out of the frying pan and into the fire means what? Frying pan, something you fry on the fire in a pan. Suppose you are frying something and pan is less hot than the fire, actual fire. So fire, anything can burn in the fire. So here also climax figure of speech is there. This is a proverb. Out of the frying pan and into the fire means आसमान से गिरे और खजूर में अटके. The same figure of same proverb is there. Come to the next example. The man won the game, the home, the family, and happiness. Some man is there, he won the game, thereafter the home, the family, and happiness. So here importance is increasing. So climax figure of speech is there. Now 11th figure of speech, that is anticlimax. This is exactly opposite of climax. Here decreasing manner of things is arranged. How? See in the example. He lost his family, his car, and his cell phone. He lost his family. Family is more important than the car. Cell phone, car is more costlier. Car is more costly than cell phone, and this is how the importance is decreasing towards the end. He wants to hire the sky. He wants to hire the sky, the plane, the pilot, and the seat. Here sky is mightier and plane is less mighty than the sky. Thereafter pilot is smaller than plane and seat is smaller than pilot. So here also importance is decreasing. Here I give just two examples because anticlimax is exactly opposite to climax, and you can understand now how anticlimax will be there and how climax will be there. Come on the next figure of speech, that is hyperbole. In hyperbole you can say in Hindi bada chadakar bolna. So here a hyperbole is an exaggeration or overstatements. Means in hyperbole you say something with more stuff or more spice for the sake of making greater impression. Example, all the perfume of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. This line is from Macbeth by Shakespeare. Macbeth is a drama. In that drama, a person is there, his hands are smeared with some dirty smelling liquid or blood. So here this line is telling that his hands cannot be sweetened with Arabia, with perfume of Arabia. Means Arab countries are famous for the perfumes, and whole countries' perfumes also cannot give a good smell to the hands of that person. And this is how here is the exaggeration. A big thing, very big thing is told. So this is hyperbole. If the river were dry, I am able to fill it with tears. Here, if the river were dry, I am able to fill with tears. Some man is telling here that if the river becomes dry, he will cry and he will fill up the river with tears. So for that sake, he will need so much water and so many tears. And this is a very big thing for any person, and it is near about impossible. So such exaggerated things are told in hyperbole. I am so hungry, I could eat the moon. Here the writer is telling that he is very hungry and he can eat the moon also. It is not ordinarily possible for any person to eat the moon, because it is a planet. It is a planet in a sense, and it is a satellite of the earth, so it is very big. Come on the next example. The queen's words created a mighty storm. A mighty storm. Here words of a queen. Our words can create a disturbance in the mind, but here a mighty storm we are telling. So it is a big thing. Big thing is happening. Big as compared to the capacity of the words. So this is why this is hyperbole. The flowers were embracing the earth. Embracing means hugging. So here flowers are embracing the earth. This is a very big thing. Here personification, figures of speech is also there, and hyperbole is also there. So this is how our 12 figures of speech are. Watch the video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on my personal number. Take care. Thank you so much.